This rant consists of copyrighted material owned by Masashi Kishimoto, Viz Media, Shesuia Inc, and Weekly SHonen Jump, the current writers to the Naruto manga. All characters' names and events belong to them. This rant is of my property, Mets 2128, covered under the Fair Rights Usage Law. So, Naruto manga chapter 576. All I can say is, it's more blatant exposition. You just knew something like this was going to happen after an action-packed chapter like 572 or 3. You just knew it! But if you thought that the last set of exposition chapters was bad, in my opinion, this one could be about as bad, if not worse. I gotta look at the chapter this morning, and here's how it's gone down. Okay, so it starts with Sasuke spotting the cadaver of his brother hopping through the trees going in the opposite direction he's going. We get a few flashbacks of Itachi during their youth up to the point of his death. Sasuke decides to follow him. Itachi spots him. Sasuke asks Itachi to wait. Itachi looks back. Sasuke asks him if he is Itachi. Itachi ignores him. Sasuke demands that he wait, doesn't listen. Sasuke asks why he's not listening to him, why Itachi's corpse isn't listening to him. Pulls out the Susanoo skeleton hand, but that's repelled by Itachi's Susanoo. And Sasuke realizes that this is his brother, or at least his cadaver. Itachi says that he's incredible to almost use that technique, able to use this technique. Sasuke asks why is he even here when he should be dead. Then Itachi explains that Kabuto is using the impure resurrection and that he can't stop because he's got important things to do. Sasuke says he doesn't care about that, and he has a mountain of things he wants to ask Itachi. But Itachi says, even if I tell you to leave it for later, you wouldn't listen to me. True, Sasuke's a hard-headed, arrogant, stuck-up little bitch who I'd rather shove his face into a hippo's ass while it's muck spreading. That's what a hippo does, number 2, but rather than allowing the shit to fall from its anus, it sticks its tail up against its ass crack, starts waving it back and forth, and shredding the shit all over the place. Where did I learn that? The angry video game nerd. Anyway, Sasuke brings up a point that Itachi once said, like, when you have the same eyes with me, come to me. Should be same size as me, come to me. So, I'm guessing, bit of a translation error, probably. Then he asks Itachi why he's running away. Is it because does he feel guilty about lying to Sasuke, or that he didn't have the courage to tell him the truth? And Sasuke says he knows everything about Itachi, and that's why he decided to destroy Konoha. Then Itachi says, I already told this to you when we fought. People live inside their convictions. If you think that way, if you think in that way, if your truth is just an illusion, then the truth about me in reality is... Then Sasuke replies that he's not into an illusion anymore. And you can see right through the genjutsu. Nice comeback, Sasuke, only one problem. You're not in a damn genjutsu! And then he says because these are Itachi's eyes he's using. Itachi just since whatever. Then we flash back to Naruto coming across Itachi and Nagato earlier, and Naruto saying that Sasuke should be able to understand Itachi's suffering and determinations. But instead of inheriting Itachi's will of fire, he intends to destroy Konoha. That's a battle of revenge against the village that his older brother loved and suffered for so many times. Then Itachi rebuffs, saying to Sasuke that his confidence when he talked didn't change. But they told me about what he did until now, and he changed quite a lot. Referring to Naruto and Killer Bee, but Naruto specifically. Itachi and Sasuke replies that that's wrong, and that he was the one who changed everything about him, and that he should have died, and then Itachi was supposed to kill the entire clan, including Sasuke, and yet Itachi spared him. We then cut back to like chapter 400 or so, when the pseudo-Madara is giving his side of the story to Sasuke about Itachi's life. Then Sasuke asks, why was he the only one to survive? Why only him? Why is he different from his parents, and why just him? Itachi explains that he didn't know anything what was going down at the time. Didn't know anything about the coup d'etat because he was just a kid. Plus, it wasn't for his sake because he was just a kid. It wasn't for his sake alone. And then he also thought one day that Itachi should be the one judged for the crimes committed by the Uchiha like Sasuke. And for that sake, he used the hatred within. And that's why he failed. The only thing I did was giving the hatred to you and making you flee from the village, was I turned you into a criminal. Ain't that the truth, Itachi? Boy, how did you fuck up right there? But how did you know at the time? Itachi wished that Sasuke walked down the right path, and yet from the moment of his death, he was walking on the wrong path. You were enticed into a straight path without branching roads, and he's saying this to Sasuke. And he wanted to rewrite the indication on Sasuke's path with his lies and efforts. Sasuke then says that Itachi wanted him to walk on that path when he was ignorant about the truth, and he didn't wish to walk on such a path. Yeah, hypocrisy, much, Uchiha, Sasuke? Then Itachi said, just as you said, you have to decide the path you want to walk. And Sasuke says, and no matter the indications, you rewrite the indications on the path, I can already see, and I can see through those changes already. Then Itachi laughs, and Sasuke asks him what's so funny, and he just says nothing. Not just the indications guide you on the path you walk. And then Itachi stops, which bugs Sasuke, and then Itachi says, I'm not going to talk anymore. I am dead after all, remember? True. Even if you are just a walking cadaver. Then Sasuke brings up all their childhood memories, how he used to poke Sasuke in the forehead, couldn't look after him, and then ran off. And then asked if you're going to run, if Itachi's going to run now that he's dead. Itachi just rebuffs, saying, it's not like I'm running away. I told you there are more important things I've got to do. And that's true. And that's stop the Edo Tensei. We then come back to this Cadaver Mater on the 5 Kages. Mater versus Tsunade, Hashirama's grandpa and granddaughter, and claims that he'll be the first one to strike down. The basic tactic. But still, even for a few seconds, Mater calls Tsunade's techniques worthless compared to that of Hashirama, who can heal his wounds without forming seals, and all his techniques were on a different scale than that Tsunade's, which I'm pretty sure is true. Mater asks, what's so special about Tsunade, even if she is Hashirama's granddaughter? And she can't use wood jutsu and medical techniques that can't even compare with his. And then calls Tsunade a weak woman, hoping to get an ire out of her. And calling what people are ugly. And calling the Senju clan ugly. That's when the 4th Raikage snaps, like saying, stop complaining while sounding so self-important. Then Tsunade says that it's true that she is Hashirama's descendant, actually his granddaughter. And it's true that she can't use wood-style ninjutsu. And even that her medical techniques are subpar compared to him. And the fact she's a woman, and even if you are wrong when you say I'm a weak woman, what she inherited from the first was not simple strength, but something that continued flowing through the ages. The will of fire. And then the chapter ends there, and we get a stupid bunch of DeviantArt art photos and pictures. So overall, I'm not really impressed with 576. It was all blatant exposition and shit we already knew. It was not really, and just pointless padding, combined with a cat and mouse, with a game, with an ongoing game of cat and mouse. So, just like last week, we got rickrolled. Again! It's like Kishimoto is deliberately giving us this to say, I'm not going to give you a fight until I'm ready. Fine by me, Kishi. But you know what? I'm giving you an ultimatum. You got between now and chapter 585, whenever you get to that, to get back to some significant fights. 9 weeks, Kishi. Little more than 2 months. You haven't gotten your head out of your ass by May. I'm gonna quit reading the manga. Scans every week. That's it for me. I'm out. Meds228 signing out. Peace. And to this chapter, fuck it. Fuck it to hell. Fuck it to oblivion. Fuck it to the damnation of humanity.